Hey guys, today I have a lesson on part songwriting, part guitar. I want to talk a little bit about songwriting or composing using open tuning guitar. There's a few techniques that I use and a few practices that I like to teach within this topic. So first of all, we're going to go to open D tuning. The strings are D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. You can pause the video and tune on your own. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about songwriting in terms of using the guitar. Now, sometimes as a songwriter, I'll just write the words separately, I'll write the music separately. Sometimes they'll come at the exact same time. That could be a whole nother topic in video. The possibilities are endless when it comes to songwriting. Now keep in mind, songwriting doesn't always mean top 40 radio. It could be, you know, a poem set to music. It could be a free-form lyrical 8-minute composition. It could be anything. So it's okay if you're not used to writing songs. Just give a go at it, and just remember that the definition of songwriting is not necessarily popular radio. It doesn't have to have verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Just explore that on your own. But again, we can discuss that in another topic or another video. So the thing is with open tuning guitar that I love so much is that it really frees you up to be simple, actually, and to get yourself outside of the box for normal guitar chords. Sometimes you're stuck in a rut and just play the same old chords and can't think of anything. The reason why I love open tuning is that you can use the open strings to really create beautiful tensions. So technically speaking, that's our D chord. The 4 chord is the G chord, and it can sound like this. There's a lot of really open, beautiful sounds and tensions within that chord. The 5 chord, A. So again, we're using open strings to create really beautiful sounds and tensions. Just I guess quickly going over some basic chords that you can play around with. Open D. So we're in the key of D right now. You can always use the capo or go to a different tuning, but right now, for the sake of this video, we're in D. So D, G, which is the 4 chord, which is the pointer finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string, the middle finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and then on the 3rd string, we're gonna have that ring finger. It's all on the 5th fret. And you're letting the other strings ring out. You can strum it. Might not sound as good always. Having the hybrid, even the strumming and the picking is a good idea. And then to make that the 5 chord, which is the A chord, you just move it up a whole step. You can go back and forth. And then go back to either open, or you can take the same shape and move it up to the 12th fret. How pretty is that? So you can create a melody. So that's one way to play those 2 chords. I'll tell you one more other way to play the 4 chord. Again, the G chord. You can put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string, and then your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then all the rest open strings. So that's going to be your 4 chord. To move it to the 5 chord, you're going to keep your pointer finger where it's at, and you're going to move your middle finger over one string so it's on the fourth string. You probably want to omit this low string. And then going back to the 4, all the strings. So it sounds similar to... We just have different strings ringing out. We have some lower strings versus higher strings. So that's a few ways to play the 4 and the 5 major chords. Obviously, there are more chords, diatonic chords, but that's a whole nother lesson. I just want to give bite-sized lessons to you guys. Remember, I'm always available for one-on-one Zoom lessons if you have any questions. But I want to just give kind of one more technique to play around with, is using single notes when it comes to open tuning. I really love this. So an example, a newer song of mine uses a bass line, but I use the drone of the other notes. So we have the same notes ringing out up top while I change notes down below. I'm actually only really playing these bottom 3. And that's just a verse, right? And even over the chorus, it's the same thing, but with a different melody. So songwriting can actually be really, really, really simple. And sometimes when it's more simple, it actually is more palatable for everyone's ears. Sometimes we want to make things really profound and like incredible to our own minds, but it can really just be too much for other people. I mean, do you, if that's you, if you want to be complex and stuff, that's wonderful, that speaks to you, but it's okay to be simple. Some people feel like it's not enough. I've seen guitar players on the internet in other countries that just have a broken guitar with like 2 strings on it, and they're making the most banging music. So yeah, you can practice around with bass lines, or you can play just practice playing one note and then letting the other strings ring out. You can combine those other chords and remember, if you hit a wrong note, the right note is only half step away. So explore a little bit, and it's okay if you hit a wrong note. Just play around. This is just one tiny small fraction of information when it comes to songwriting with open tuning guitars, and songwriting in general. Songwriting is so personal and ethereal, and it just can't really be put into a textbook or a box, so explore it for yourself. But just wanted to pop on here and give you a little bit of inspiration to play around with open tunings when it comes to songwriting. And remember, anybody can be a songwriter. You don't have to write one certain way. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time.